Hello, everyone, and welcome to the webinar, and welcome back if you have been on our prior webinars where we are talking about new features that we're going to be releasing later this year. Today, we're going to be talking about Inbox Sync, but before I do, please say hi in the chat. Make sure that you're using that chat box over there to ask questions as we go through this. I have several team members that are monitoring the chat to be able to answer your questions. So please use that as the primary way to learn about this feature, or if you have any questions about it. Before I talk about Inbox Sync, I do want to give people that are not familiar with ClientCircle a little bit of background on who we are and why we're here, and then we'll get into the demo. So ClientCircle has been around for about 13 years. And ever since we started, we've really been helping agencies grow through marketing automation tools, improving the number of referrals that they get through their business, improving the retention, overall improving relationships, and then obviously helping to report on that. We have a great set of account managers who are available for consulting to help you run your campaigns and things like that as well. And we have done business with everyone from small agencies all the way up to large firms. So large firms, we can help you really distribute your product across all of the agencies in your network in a consistent way. And small agencies, we can really help you compete with the bigger people in your area as well. So thousands of agencies are on our platform, and we're constantly innovating. We're always trying to improve and make things better. And today, one of those things that we're going to talk about is Inbox Sync. A couple weeks ago, we talked about the new UI that we have coming, and then last week we talked about tasks and notes. This is the largest list of new features that we've announced in one time, and so there's just quite a lot to go over. Today, we're going to talk high level about what Inbox Sync is and how that's going to work. And I'm going to do that through a series of demos. And then we're going to follow that up next week with sales and service pipelines, which is another new great feature that we have coming. And then also enhanced automations. We're going to talk about how you can automate your workflows there. So stay tuned for those webinars that are going to be released over the next couple of weeks. And I'll show you how to sign up for those here at the end of this session. So Inbox Sync, what is it? Well, this gives you the ability to connect your Gmail or Microsoft Outlook directly to ClientCircle. And we're going to connect all of the emails that you send and receive to customers to their accounts in ClientCircle and give you one view to be able to see everything that's happening with the client. You know, a lot of times you may have customers that or employees that are communicating with someone and then they're out of the office and you can't get in touch with them and you want to know what was sent. Well, this is the solution to that, because as we sync email from multiple employees, we're going to be able to show all of those emails in one view, so you get a very quick idea of what's been said to a customer. And then we'll also, here's one of the neatest things is we'll be able to send email from your Gmail or Microsoft Outlook from within ClientCircle. And that's really nice because it's a combination between, a system like ours that is sending a lot of email, mass, marketing emails. We can send thousands and thousands of emails very quickly, and we're not going to hit any limits. And then when we have email that you want to make sure gets open, is personal one-on-one type communication, we're going to automatically flip over and send your email through Gmail and Outlook and things like that. So it's really a best of both worlds approach where the system can kind of switch in between the right way to send things based upon if you're sending a marketing campaign or if you're sending an email to a person individually. So we're really excited about this because it's one of the few, if not maybe the only platform that's really a hybrid between these two ways of sending email. And of course, we already talked about keeping a full history of conversations in one account, in one place. So we want ClientCircle to be that place that you go to really see all of the communication with someone. So enough talking. Let's start showing. So let's get into it. I want to show you around with the new system. Let me switch over into demo mode, and I will share my screen. Okay, and so if you are a customer that has been in the integration settings, you're pretty familiar with this page. This is where you go and set up connections with your management system and things like that. And that's also where we have put Inbox Sync. So here in Inbox Sync, if we click Manage, you're going to see a very simple settings page. This is where you go and enable Inbox Sync for employees. This means that you can turn on and off the Inbox Sync for anyone in your account. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on for one person here, which happens to be myself. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save and continue. And then I'm just going to turn the overall integration status on, meaning that it's going to be available to people in my account. So if I click save and finish, we're ready to get this thing set up. So now as your employees sign in, they're going to see a new section here called Manage Inbox. And what Manage Inbox does is it allows that person to connect their individual inbox. So let's go through that process. So when we click Manage Inbox, we have this authorization. This is where we're going to actually need to connect it to Google or Microsoft. The first thing you do, obviously, is you choose, do I want to do Google or Microsoft? I'm going to select Google because that's what we use here. You're going to select an account from that domain that you want to use. So we're going to select Torey at rocketreferrals.com. And then this is just saying, hey, Google is going to send you back to ClientCircle to finish the setup. We're going to click continue. And then Google says, hey, they're going to have access to your email. Of course, we need that to be able to synchronize it. So you'll need to review those permissions and allow those. And as we allow behind the scenes, what we're doing with Google is we're setting up a secure connection to be able to read your email and to be able to send email from ClientCircle. And then the last thing that we need to do is we need to enable that. So the employee then needs to enable it in their account. This means that you have an overall shutoff switch at the company level where you can turn it off for everyone very quickly. And the employee themselves have a shutoff switch where they can flip the integration on and off as they need to. Okay, so now we have the integration all set up. Let's go look at a test account and we'll do some email synchronization. We're going to go to accounts. And in here, we're going to look at Jenna. And so Jenna is just a sample account I have here. And I have Jenna's email set as a Rocket Referrals account because that way I can access it pretty quickly. And as you can see, we don't have any email in the inbox yet. But let's go ahead and copy this email address. And then let's go over to Gmail. And let's go ahead and compose an email really quickly. So we'll put that in there. And hi there, some account information. And then let's see, I have an email that we can paste in here. Let's go ahead and send it. So now that the email is sent, that should show up in my sent email inbox or in my sent items here in Google, but also let's go back over into here and we'll sync our inbox and make sure that it shows up. And there we go. We have our email in here. And actually, if we head back over to our inbox, we can see that that was also sent in our Gmail. So from here, let's talk about how we can send an email then from ClientCircle and have it show up in our email and Gmail. So let's do that. Let's go to our contact. We're going to find Jenna here, and we're going to send communication. We're going to do a custom email. We're going to modify the email just a little bit. Hi there. Our great subject. All right, and so we have our email ready for approval. Let's go ahead and schedule that and send it. Now we have our email sent. And now that it's sent, let's go check our inbox, or sorry, our Gmail, and make sure that it's in our sent items. And there we go, our greatest subject. we have our email there, and we can see that it came right from ClientCircle. So from here, we just need to go make sure that that email shows up in Jenna's account in ClientCircle. So let's do that. Find Jenna. We'll go to our inbox, and there we have our two emails. You can see email that we send from ClientCircle obviously shows up here and in your inbox, and things that you send from your inbox and from Gmail also show up here in ClientCircle. Of course, if you had all of your employees connected, you would be able to see all of the email that you send to each customer, and really helps you keep things in sync. And so because this also uses our new UI again. Once you kind of learn how things work, it's very easy to you apply the same patterns and use this part of the system as well. So as we get closer to rollout, we're going to talk a little bit more about security features and things like that will allow you to limit the number of people that can use this system, and also which emails they can see and not see and things like that. So we'll get into some more advanced topics. But again, today is really just to announce that this thing is coming and to hopefully get you excited and ready to use it. And really, this is how simple this is. One of our coolest features, but also the most simple, because once you get it connected, everything just works. It's also going to enable lots of other neat things about our emails. So for example, when we see that someone, like when we send a survey and things like that, and that's in your inbox, because someone replies to it, we'll be able to connect that up to a reply as well. So you'll know when people are replying to email, and that's going to be helpful in campaigns and automations and things that we're going to be talking about. So this really opens us up to do lots of really neat things down the road. And we're excited about those pieces. And that's why I want you to stay tuned to all the future webinars and things that we have coming, so that you can learn about those new features. So with that, I'm actually going to flip back over to our PowerPoint, and we'll kind of wrap up for the day. And so here's all of the webinars we have coming up. Actually, we have two more. We have sales and service pipelines. We're going to be talking about our new workflow tool and things like that, to kind of show you how you can manage your pipeline in ClientCircle. Also, sales and service automations. So we're going to take what we talk about on the 6th and then show you how you can automate more tasks and things like that. So we're really excited about that one. If you want the replays for these, or you want to be notified about those webinars, or maybe you can't even attend the ones on the 6th and the 13th, go to clientcircle.com/webinars and sign up for them, and we'll make sure that you get the recording. Then you don't need to worry about being there, unless you want to ask questions or you want to chat with folks. Then definitely attend it live, because I think chat's best. So with that said, clientcircle.com/demo. If you're not a customer and you want to learn more about what we do, you'll be connected with a salesperson who can really show you some of these things more in action. And also, if you're a current customer, please talk to your account manager if you have questions. And keep an eye out for more information about all of the features that we have coming. They will be released later this year. I don't have a specific date. I wish I did. We're very close, and I will let you know as it gets here. And we're working very hard to make sure that it's there. I just want to make sure everything is 100% ready for you before we release it. So thank you very much for joining, and I will hopefully see you next week. Thanks so much.